LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
Electricast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Claudia Monicelli, your host for this podcast, Let's Talk Soul. We talk all things soul. And today I have Kanika Vasudeva with me, talking to us from Western Australia. Kanika, say hello to our guests.
Hello, how are you all?
Why is she here? Well, there is something different about her approach to soul and to healing. She reads the Akashic records as I do, but what sets her apart is that she, let me introduce her so you will understand as I have. She helps coaches, conscious coaches, achieve 10 to 15K income in less than 6 months. Now, her work blends energy work, and this is part of what she does with the Akashic records, and strategic clarity, so clients can grow profitable businesses without overworking or pushy sales. A client who has been trying to write her book for 7 years completely has then finally completed, after working with her, completed the final draft within 1 month. Another client who came in with 30K in debt went on to earn 25K within 3 months by creating and delivering an aligned offer. When we mention the word aligned, we're talking about the soul in alignment with source. Other clients have developed clear, compelling offers, built stronger authority in their work, and established consistent client attraction processes. So let's start. There are a list of topics that she wants to talk about, but why don't we start, Kanika, with the Akashic records and what they reveal about our inherent abundance?
I love that question. Well, let's break it down. Let's first talk about Akashic records, and you read them as well. How I think about the Akashic records is that they are just this vast field around us, and they literally store all the information about anything and everything. Even when people say, oh, I had this intuition, it's coming from your Akashic records. The way I would explain it is a little bit like your cloud files or Google Drive. And you know how Google Drives carry everything. Like the other day, I looked at my phone and it actually told me how many times I'd been to the grocery store during the month, where all I'd traveled. Like it had all of that insights about me. The Akashic records are similar. They have all of that information about you as the person right now. So that would be you, Claudia, right now, and me, Kanika, right now in our bodies. And then it's all the other forms that we've ever been in as a soul. So it has all that collection. And because of that, it has so much insight at a much deeper level about who we are.
Yes.
So when we work with the Akashic records and heal things in the Akashic records, then you make a really deeper fundamental change.
Can you give us an example? There you go. Yes.
Yeah. So let's say a couple, usually they fight about the toilet seat or the other that really bother them, right? Now, at the surface in this lifetime, it just feels like the toilet seat issue. Come on, why doesn't he get it? Why doesn't he put the seat down? Or why doesn't he get it? But when you start looking in the Akashic records, then you really start understanding, okay, what is it about the toilet seat that's bothering you? What is it that you're working at a deeper level? I'll give you a true story.
Okay.
A client came to me because she was just having repeated vaginal issues. Like she would get off some antibiotics, then she would get some thrush. Like it was a constant thing. Sometimes antibacterial, sometimes antifungal, could not get out of it. She's like, Kanika, I've tried it all. And now I just want to heal it because I'm done with the antibiotics. I looked at her, we went into her past life. I realized that in the 1800s, she was pregnant. She was going to bring the male heir of their royal family.
Yes.
And the boy was healthy. She was on the bed trying to deliver him. That's what they knew at the time. So she was just lying down and she was trying to push the baby out. There was a doctor, because it was such an important occasion.
Yes.
Or important arrival that the heir should be born. Doctor is there, and she was uncomfortable with the male doctor, but she didn't quite know. But that time, the doctor and the nurse, they all took over in the sense that she didn't allow her intuition to guide herself. And they led the process, and she had a very long delivery, lost a lot of blood, and actually lost the baby.
Oh, dear.
During that time. So that happened in the 1800s. Body still carries the memory. So body still carrying the memory. What is her soul trying to do now? Why is she getting that repeated infection? Because her body is now trying to tell her that, okay, tune into yourself. You know better than other people around you. Like you know healing. You tune in and you see what's good for you and do that. The funny thing is that I told her this, and then she says, well, your thing makes a lot of sense, because she says that she's never wanted to have kids.
Oh.
She loves kids. She never wanted to have kids. And she's like, I don't understand. Like every time somebody mentions, I just like really freeze up. And now your story explains why. Like she was in an 8-year-old, really stable relationship. They love each other. Everything's perfect. She's like, now I understand, want to have a child, because she'd lost a child then. And what we could do then was that we healed that wound.
Yes.
So now after that wound is healed, now her body has more capability to be able to heal. So first of all, she got off the antibiotics and all those drugs.
Right.
And then she doesn't carry the trauma about not having a child or that guilt anymore. So now she feels free in the body.
I see. Let's try to give an example about abundance, financial gain, and the Akashic records, because the story that you just spoke about does speak of a regression of sorts. You went back in time into a past life, and it gave you the coordinates or the framework for you to and heal her. What about the abundance process? Do you have another story for us?
Oh, yeah. Lots. But, abundance, people think it's just financial. The way I define abundance is it's everything, whatever you want. It's also receiving love. It's also all your relationships. Abundance, in my definition, is enjoying life. Like if you walk around, if you wake up and you're like, yeah, I love my life, that's an abundant life.
Yes.
But okay, financial example. So this lady came to me last year, and she was trying to sell a membership. She's an amazing Reiki healer. She had a membership that people would join. She had lots of things going on in there.
Yes.
Like beautiful offering. It was only priced at $111. And yet she would not get people inside.
Yeah.
And that actually happens with a lot of aspiring coaches, especially when they're first beginning.
Yes.
With her, it was a lot of identity. Well, am I capable of this?
I see.
There's the imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome, yes.
And sometimes, as much as we want people, We're also afraid of people.
Yes.
We've been hurt in the past. So we want clients and we don't want clients. We repel clients.
I see.
And we worked on clearing that energy. Then, as she's gotten clarity about her offer,
Yes.
she goes and gets a haircut. Like there's no conversation about anything. She's just going, like doing her normal thing. She's gone for a haircut. The hairstylist asks her, "What do you do?" And she's just telling her, but her energy is very clear. At the end of the haircut, the hairstylist comes out, when they're supposed to take the payment. She comes out, she hands out her phone number. She's like, "I am really interested. Can you please call me?"
Yeah, good.
And she ends up signing that client as her first $5,000 client.
Oh, that's great.
That's because energy had shifted.
Yes.
That's because the offer was very clear.
Yes.
That's because her body was not repelling anything and she was just inviting clients in.
Yeah, I can see. When all right, let me put it this way. What can the Akashic records reveal about our emotional and energetic patterns? How can you find information about that? How do you read that?
Every act of change begins with a neighbor, with someone saying,
"We take care of each other here."
in food banks and food pantries, neighbors pack fresh food and dignity into every box, moving food from farms to families through Feeding America's nationwide network. So when that box reaches a home, it carries more than food. It carries a promise that together we can end hunger. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Give now to end hunger at feedingamerica.org.
Struggling with weight loss? Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet is a clinically developed nutrition program designed to promote fat loss while protecting lean body mass. Developed at USC's Longevity Institute, it assists the body in entering a fasting-like state that helps reset metabolism and target visceral fat. In just 5 days, Prolon offers a science-backed approach to weight loss without extreme restriction or guesswork. Get 20% off plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe at prolonlife.com/now.
How do I do that?
We could use a story, another story, if you like.
No, I'm trying to just be clear on the process. What do I do? But basically, every client is different. You know, the fundamental process, especially in energy work,
Yes.
is that I don't own it. I let go.
In what
I just
sense?
tune in.
In what sense?
Meaning that I meditate, I clear my space.
Yes.
That's my job.
Yes.
Then I let the information come in.
Yes.
And it comes in beautifully. It comes in different ways. Sometimes their spirits will come and talk and they'll show me things. Sometimes we'll end up doing inner child work. Sometimes we'll work on ancestors. Sometimes we'll do past life regression. Sometimes we'll do all. Sometimes we'll do intergalactic healing. Like, I don't know.
I see.
But I have understood this, that the more Kanika in the body is not involved,
Yes.
the better the results
Yes.
are.
What,
So I am
see.
connecting with my higher consciousness. I think you had a question there.
No, I understand that. And when you connect to your higher consciousness, you receive the information that is there. But I was interested in knowing how you can read it as a pattern. What comes to you and says, she can be distinguished by this pattern. What exactly? And I thought, well, maybe Kanika, the best thing would be to use an example again.
I can think about an example there. But I think here what you're asking is, how do I understand the pattern?
Yes.
It really depends on the question.
Yeah.
You know, you ask the question, you get the answer.
Yeah.
So when I sit there, when I'm curious, I really look at what is the person wanting to receive, what is the question, and I frame the question. What I will do there is I'll look at it in different ways. I'll ask them, what is this? I have different ways of visualizing I could give you an example, but the example would be more stories. It wouldn't explain the how. And I think the question you asked me is
No,
how. How
because
do I see?
through the story we can understand the how.
Okay.
For example, in the two stories that you just told us, of course, you were able to reach through regression the her difficulty with having a child and how that influenced her current state of vaginal health, for example. But in terms of monetary wealth, not abundance in a general sense, the abundance in monetary value, you explained it through the story of the woman going to the hairdresser after you cleared her energy. I'm wondering if there is something. Let's pinpoint it. Okay, let's say. Well, first question is, are your clients mostly women or predominantly women?
Predominantly women.
Okay. Let's say that a client, man or woman, comes to you and just no matter what they do, they cannot find any love in their life, a partner in their life. They're looking for a long-term partner. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yeah. I get clients with all sorts of things. Of course, my favorite thing to work on is their expansion, their business growth. But yeah, I have clients like that. And I approach it really analytically. Like, it doesn't matter who is asking the question or what their gender is. I'm mainly looking at them and their energy. So I'll close my eyes. I'm a clairvoyant. And I will just look at their energy. I'll basically look at an X-ray, I suppose,
Yes.
of where their energy is not flowing. And then I tune in, okay, why is this? Why is this black spot here? What is this doing? And why did it come? And
Yes.
so on. Some like an engineer with their energetic field.
Yes, I see. And the following phase would be to clear that energy that is impeding their abundance.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
Absolutely.
I
So
see.
then we tune in to, okay, why do you have this block? We'll understand where that is coming from, what's the story, because sometimes they need to get that in the
Understand.
body to be able to move
Yes.
forward. And then we heal it, because that's how everything shifts. And for the healing, there'll be different archangels, there'll be just different modalities that come in during that time. And it just happens magically because there is Kanika in the body who looks at the process. But I can honestly put my hand on my heart and say that a lot of it is just the magic of what happens. And I just follow through.
Yes.
That's how the
Yes.
best healing happens. And it's really good when it happens that way. Like sometimes I'll see them tapping into the energy from the pyramids. Sometimes I'll see their soul families coming in healing. Sometimes I'll have the archangels coming in healing. Sometimes I'll see different sorts of energy modalities
Yes.
or DNA repatterning that happens.
Yes.
It's just beautiful. I don't plan it. It just happens. And it's whatever the soul's ready for and whatever the consciousness is bringing for them.
I'm listening to you and reading the Akashic records myself. I have similar clients and similar patterns and the way I work. I come from a scientific background, so I try to make it pinpointed to the letter. I have charts and lists until I get it exactly right, which doesn't change and makes any difference in relation to your method. But what I do find generally across my clients is when there is a massive clearing, when there are numerous problems that have emerged in the past in regression sessions, and I clear them, those clients I find in the course of 3 to 6 or 12 months, they return with something that has gone wrong. It's as if nature abhors the void and the energy comes back. It's very common. It happens in 1 to 3 clients. And then I realize there is, let's say, a tune-up to be made, to clear up. Does that happen to you? Do you find clients coming back to you in the short or medium term in this sense?
I think you're really onto something. No, I don't have clients coming on like that.
Yeah.
Because, and you mentioned a very, very important term there. Nature abhors a void.
Yes.
So when we clean up, we always fill in
Yeah.
with the highest vibration. That's the energy that I bring in. So if you've settled it there, then it doesn't come back up. But I think also as humans, we are very powerful people.
Yeah.
Whether we realize it or not, our intentions hold a lot of depth.
Yes.
So if we say, oh, this healing's happened, but I don't know, if this will go forward or not.
Yes.
Or the clearing can happen, but I still hold on to the fear.
Of course.
Then that fear just gives them the doorway to come in again. Initially, when I started working, I would, repeat the sessions with those clients. I think over time, I've just become very clear that this is what I've done. And this is what you need to understand. If you can move forward from here, like if you can change from your old story mentally
Yes.
to your new story, then this will not repeat. And then they get it. But I have just become very clear and open and honest, because otherwise people stay in a loop.
Yes.
And it just comes back. It's a matter of time.
I try in the end, I give them work to do, actual work to do, a series of mantras or repetitions, something to strengthen the work that I do. And I say, look, do this for 1 month. It will strengthen what I do. Every client is different, and this may occur and that may occur. Just be aware that that it does occur, or it may occur. One client, I did a lot of work and a lot of clearing. After, I think it was 3 months, more or less, she was in a terrible car accident. The car on the highway just spun and spun. She came out unscathed, no problem at all. But she got in touch with me right away. She said, I'm sure something happened. And I asked her what was going on prior to that. And she mentioned a person she was involved with and who she had seen and she engaged with, and again fell into the pattern of seeking him out when he was no longer available to her. And it created a number of issues for her and her child. She was a single mother. And that was the strongest, let's say, occasion of something reoccurring. Thank God she had no physical reaction or any, damage to herself. But it does occur. Very interestingly, let me ask you, do you work with hypnosis?
Well, I think when you are meditating,
Yes.
like it gives them new affirmations, right?
Yes.
So I don't hypnotize people. But when I'm giving them new affirmations,
Yes.
like this is your old story, this is
Yes.
the new one.
Yes.
Isn't that a form of hypnotizing?
Yes. Well, it is, meditation and hypnosis. There's some overlap there as well.
I think they do it really consciously with me. Like for me, nobody's sleeping.
Yeah.
It's not programmed for them. They're conscious, they're awake, they're 100%. Everything that happens in the session is with their
Consent.
is with their consent.
Yeah.
Like even with the healing, I'll keep asking them like, this is happening.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Should we do this
Yes.
healing? So I give them full transparency of what is happening, because as a soul or a spirit, they choose. So the affirmations as well, they choose. I say them and I ask them to repeat after me if it feels aligned to them. But it is hypnosis of sorts.
While you were talking, it made me think of neuro-linguistic programming, which is a form of being awake, but I'd like to call it manipulating a person's interests, ideas, desires. And subconsciously, most of us do that in a way. Let me ask you about you yourself as you have been progressing in your line of work. How have things changed for you? Good and bad, with the persons around you, your family, relationships, interpersonal relationships. Do you mind answering?
Great question.
Okay.
No, I think I'm so happy answering because this will bust a lot of myths. So I started meditating on my energy work journey when I was married. I wasn't fully happy in the marriage. And I started meditating. And I remember my husband at the time going like, you shouldn't be talking to me like that, or you shouldn't be upset because you're meditating now. And no, actually what real meditation does, it brings you more in the center. It actually makes you realize your truth a lot more than anything else. So I started realizing how things were not working out for me.
Yes.
How I wanted a shift. So as much as maybe the expectation would have been that, oh, she's meditating, like things will somehow magically settle down, I just realized I was not happy and I moved out of it.
You moved out of the house?
The beginning,
or you moved out of the relationship?
I moved out of the house. I moved both.
Oh,
yeah.
Good for you.
And then as time progressed, I realized I was doing a lot of moving out. It didn't always mean that I was breaking relationships, but I reshaped my relationships with my family.
Yes.
I reshaped relationships with the people that I was in touch with. And really what's happening is that as energetic beings, we have relationships that nourish us and we have relationships that drain us.
Yes.
I started understanding the situations where things were draining my energy and I consciously chose to get out of them.
Yes.
I actually remember.
Do you hear that? Sounds like breakfast is ready. Because Quaker's coming in hot with morning nutrition. 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber to fuel the rhythm of your morning and kickstart your day. And that sounds absolutely delicious. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
Frizz, breakage, or split ends? Meet your match. The K18 Molecular Repair Hair Mask delivers real, lasting repair. Its patented K18 peptide reverses damage on the molecular level, leaving hair soft, strong, and bouncy in just 4 minutes. So that damage that's been stressing you out, you'll see it disappear after just one use of the mask. Shop at Sephora or get 10% off your first purchase with code SPOTIFY at K18hair.com.
That there was a year I gave myself the opportunity to say no. I called it the year of no. Every January, I give myself a theme. Because I was realizing that I am a people pleaser.
Yes.
And I tend to say yes for lots of things. So I said, okay, this one is the year of no.
Yeah.
And I didn't even start with a year of no. I said, okay, let me just try it for 6 months. And then after that, I can go back to myself. It felt too scary.
Yeah.
So I started in January and I said, whatever I do not want to do, I'm going to say no to it.
Yes, absolutely. Did it work?
I started in January.
Yeah.
I went till June. I said lots of no's. I lost a lot of people. And I remember in June thinking, what do I want to do now? And I still had a choice, right? I could end and I could go, okay, I can start saying yes. What do I want to do? And I remember thinking about this super consciously, like, what do I want to do? And I said, no, because none of those relationships were actually helping me.
Right.
So I will still continue onward. And even if I am the only person that I am left with, even that is okay. I will continue with no. I will continue choosing myself.
Yes.
And then magic happened.
Yes.
So July was when the world started opening up in a different way. I started opening up, meeting people who were just in alignment with me.
Yes.
I had like the most deepest, most connected relationships that last till today. And amazing. They were amazing. I had another relationship at the time that was just a whole another level. None of that would have happened if I hadn't done the no.
Yes.
I think detoxing happens.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's good
Check.
to allow the detox to happen. It's uncomfortable, but that detoxification brings then the goodness and the abundance that we are seeking.
This is so interesting because, you know, I'm a very difficult person. I fully understand that. But aren't we all? I mean, we are all unique and we are all so specific that it's almost impossible for a person to understand us. And I get that. Now, I was stuck in a loop about maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I was thinking, what do I really want? Do I want to go back and have this relationship because that person really is good for me? And then I had the cons, the pros and the cons. The cons are, well, I cannot make the person disappear by snapping my fingers. No, this is a real flesh and blood person. Are you sure you want to go back and do that again? Well, it was a very, very difficult situation. And I did go back. And I swear to you that for about a week, I would dream that I took a pitchfork and thrust it into his rib cage. And I woke up, I was laughing because there was never any blood. But I thought to myself, oh, I wonder what that means. But, you know, the dream world is another topic, and it really helps us in different ways. I was wondering, Kanika, well, first of all, let's tell the listeners where they can find you. Is it Kanika Energy Coach, Kanika Energy Coach?
Correct.
.com?
Yeah.
Yes. And so what will they find there?
That's my handle.
Yeah.
That's my handle. So you can find me at Kanika Energy Coach on LinkedIn. You can find me at Kanika Energy Coach on Instagram, on YouTube as well. My website is artoflifecenter.com.
Art of Life?
But I love...
What is that again?
Center. Art, A-R-T, art, of life, L-I-F-E-C-E-N-T-E-R, center.com.
Okay.
And this is where you can connect with me. You can also book a 15-minute audit with me, just to look at your LinkedIn page, and we can see how we can position you as an online brand or as an online person who wants to build trust and who wants to get more aligned clients.
Yes. Okay. That's very valuable information. And do you have anything on your website that is similar to, I don't know, booklets, informational booklets, or reading material that can be accessed?
Yeah, so over there, they'll also find my podcasts. My podcasts have a ton of value. When you book those 15 minutes with me, we can talk about anything really. Like it can be LinkedIn, it can just be your business, it could just be your life. People approach me for all sorts of things because they hear me on the podcast and then they are interested, usually about Akashic Records and interested about knowing more about their life.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us and telling us the stories that are so valuable that you've come across. I really appreciate that, Kanika. And I hope that in the future we can have you again on this podcast.
Thank you so much, Claudia. It was such a pleasure. I would love to do this again as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow Let's Talk Soul Podcast on Instagram. Let's Talk Soul Podcast is a production of Electricast Media. Our executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. If you like our show and like what you hear, please subscribe and give us a rating wherever you enjoy podcasts. And remember, stay curious, stay inspired, and never stop exploring the depths of your soul.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.